Hey guys, welcome back to the second series effectively of the games. We're going to be jumping in to Negative Synergy versus Fresh.
Yeah, Negative Synergy just took a convincing 2-0 win up against Override in the semis there in Fresh, actually coming off a rather sketchy 2-1 win up against Microgods. So the two powerhouses battling it out now in the winners bracket finals. This is for a chance to get a guaranteed spot in the finals, giving you a 1-0 bye and a chance to really make it to Korea.
Yeah, well, so we're going to see how they go and who's going to take this one. They want the finals, so going to have to wait and see.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game one of the series on Blackhearts Bay between Negative Synergy and Fresh Gaming. On the left-hand side, we do have Ninja playing Frau, Benjamin94 on Li Ming, Joanna is being played by Robodoba, Daspy is on Malfurion, and Sashin is playing Zeratul.
And on the right-hand side, the boys from Fresh, we do see Stevo playing Tassadar, Arcana on Anubarak, New on Diablo, Jim Jam on Falstad, and Eternal Nix on Rhaegar.
Yeah, so interesting lineups to start this one off, and yeah, global pressure really is the name of the game on this one here. You're looking to try and get as many hand-ins as possible. It gets a bad rep at times because you can PvE to win, but we're going to see a 5-man squad coming out of Negative Synergy sticking up top here. Tassadal's already made his way to bot lane, and Falstad flew straight onto that point.
Usually what we see here, Skimmy, at the start of these games is we always see, people fighting around the mid lane, trying to get that control because the chests come up at 50 seconds. So we're just going to see maybe for the boys from Fresh, they're already in the top lane, clear that lane, move down and take those chests.
Yes, this is a pretty standard strategy that Fresh are using right now. They clear that top lane, and once that's been done, they can run down to mid and claim that chest. Robodoba already going for the watch point. And Benjamin94, well, he is on Li Ming. He's got a good case for that Li Ming. News actually going in straight, aggressive. There goes the entangling route coming out of Daspy. They're condemned now from Robodoba, and boom, Diablo instantly popped. That's not what you want to start this first chest off. Robodoba is going to begin to chase straight on towards this first chest here, but Jim Jam already has begun the flight bot.
Oh, Jim Jam indeed flying bot there, so Ninja's in a bit of trouble. He's going to have to back out of there nice and slowly. Didn't manage to get himself any of those coins, but I mean, did himself a bit of pressure there and applied some damage on the Jim Jam as well as Stevo, but like I say, it's quite hard to push back a Tassadar, isn't it, Skimmy?
Yeah, well, Faust is going to be doing a lot of roaming work. He's actually going to be coming down, and Session's most likely going to be following him. Ninja trying to get a wolf to lock him up for a second there, but didn't connect. Robodoba already depositing 5 coins into the bounty of the pirate in the mid lane, and they're going to begin their onslaught.
The PvE onslaught as well, so something you really don't want yourself slipping into on this map is really getting behind with the camps and all the pressure on the map. But it's usually the first team to get hand-ins can really control the tide of the game and really move the game as they like. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how both teams play. Are they going to go for the more PvE orientated style of play, or maybe a bit more ganky, a bit more pushy? We're going to have to wait and see. Jim Jam and all the boys there just waiting around that camp so eagerly, and even that fire coming out of the Lord of Terror, but eagerly there didn't actually connect with anything.
Yeah, so 4 members ready for the spawn of that 2-coin camp, and Session and Ninja, they did push out the bot lane. Tesla was rather low, so he couldn't do too much. He's just giving a bit of assistance there to pick up the easies, and this is what we usually see at level 4. You're looking to pick up those mercs as soon as possible, start getting the lane pressure, and ease your way into that mid game.
Yeah, like I say, very, very, very easy to let yourself fall behind here. We do see the boys from Fresh have 9 coins, whereas Negative Synergy have 9 as well now, actually. So it's completely even. They want to be handing in ASAP, though, surely, just to get that damage across, get a bit more opening in the lanes as well. I think we'll see the first shots be fired towards the mid lane, dropping those mid turrets.
Oh, Kana's coming. He's looking for a gank. Faust has also flown in as well. Session's already left him for dead, but Ninja, he's so safe. They committed so much to this. Surely Negative Synergy can punish them as a result because they've stuck 2 members in the top lane. Li Ming already doing work on his tower. That's uncontested. Diablo can't do too much whatsoever. He doesn't have the best wave clear in the game, and Joanna's going to have a field day right here.
Yeah, I mean, they've already got the XP lead, and with those 2 members up in the top lane, Malfurion having that wave clear as well, it's going to be very easy for him to be able to clear those lanes nice and quickly. And we do actually see a wee bit of a tussle going on the mid lane. They did realise that, we do have to soak those lanes, just as I was speaking about Skimmy, and the return back to their respective lanes. Falstad choosing to stay in the bottom.
There we go, Ninja depositing the final coin needed for that very first shot fired, and there goes the pirate ship doing its work. It's aiming towards the mid lane, and they're going to begin the siege on it with Li Ming there. As Fresh now respond to it, but already 3 minutes into this game, nearly 4, Negative Synergy have a half-level lead. Now, this is a sort of story you have on this map. Once the PvE snowball begins, it's your game to lose. You don't want to be overcommitting to fights when you have coins in hand. We've seen time and time again teams fighting with 10 coins in some of their characters. They lose, and then the momentum just gets completely shattered.
Exactly, and you just really want to make sure when you do have the chance to hand in those coins, you definitely hand them in. Speaking of, though, Arcana taking such a beating there. A lot of pressure coming out onto him, having a 1v3 against those lads there in Team Negative Synergy, just to really hold them off that structure there. So they don't want to take any damage on that. So I suppose a bit of health trade for him ain't so bad, maintaining the health on the structures. But Negative Synergy now in a bit of a dominant position, I would say, and can really choose to free roam around this map, and they will get the top chest, but it does look like Fresh is trading out a chest of their own.
Yeah, so whilst those shots went off, they actually went for the night camp down the top lane, which you can see pushing on your screen now. Ninja's been sat in this bot lane as he had Fresh push him back. They have actually used Fausted to come down here, push with the easy camp, and push him back a little bit further, but they are now converging towards this mid lane, and you know, Fresh have a bit of a brawling comp. They want to punch on. They've got lots of tanks, a lot of beefy frontline with the assistance of a Tassadar as well. And okay, now you can see that he's so aggressive with the Rhaegar shield as well. He can be so dominant. He can just run at Ninja with no fears whatsoever. But you know, Negative Synergy aren't afraid to come at them.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to zone out there for the Falstad, and Steve-O sitting in the back there, Jim Jam not wanting any of this, and Sergeant Sashin just doing a fantastic job of interrupting those, and all the while they're taking so much damage. Nice roots coming out onto New. They're going to be putting him in a bit of a situation. Anubarak needs to get away now. Eternal Nyx has found Sashin, though he's not keen for any surprises, and they do actually manage to just walk on out of there. So props to them for actually getting out of that situation, but now they are in a level disadvantage, and they have had to give up their control around the boat there. So they're not going to be handing any coins anytime soon, or getting any shots fired, are they, Skimmy?
Well, no, I say level 9, nearly level 10 for the boys from Negative Synergy, and this is the case for them. Once they have a snowball advantage, they're going to keep riding that wave all the way home. Looking at the talents, actually, we do see the teleport build, the snowballing reset build, if you will, where you're going to be getting a lot of HP. And, well, coming out of Malfurion is a no cleanse build. He's looking to be able to make that regrowth do a bit more initial burst healing, as their main goal really from Fresh is to be beefy, be annoying, and be a disturbance. Get in the face of that Li Ming or other high priorities and really disrupt their day. But there we go, Arcana using his burrow straight in, 4 members coming in, but it's the same case again. The diving when Ninja's so pushed against his own tower, so not too sure what the call is on that. New so super low. Session actually might come in and snipe him. Tesla, great shield to stop the aggression from continuing, but they went to do Knights the whole time. Negative Synergy responding with the rotate. They have level 10 now, so they can command the threat, they can command the pressure, and pretty standard ults coming out from the boys from NS.
Yeah, we do see Sundering coming out from Thrall. We do see the Blessed Shield coming out from Joanna, and the healing and the VP coming out from Zeratul and Malfurion respectively. Very, very standard there, and of course that nice wee ray gun.
Oh, such a good spawn time. They've just taken the bot fort, and they're going to walk straight into the enemy's Merc area, Merc arena, if you will. Pick up the siege camp for free too, and there's nothing that the boys from Fresh can actually do.
Yeah, this is going to leave 4 easy minions in the bottom lane. They're just going to be wailing away. Very smart thing to do here, I think, is what they're actually doing and pressuring there. So nice zoning with that entangling roots.
I do actually like Ninja and Sasha were hanging around by that 2-coin camp, by the little minion camp. They were waiting to see if anybody's going to try and get a flank on. They didn't, but they would have been punished really hard from the burst if they had.
And still not level 10 Skimmy, so they can't really pop their ultimates of their own. Robodoba and all that, Negative Synergy, you know, they're in a really good situation here. Still haven't hit level 10. They're going to have to deal with those easy camps and let them just walk away, I'm afraid. But the level advantage here, just fantastic. Really, really showing how you can really push that advantage. Negative Synergy. Positive synergy here.
Yeah, so 20 coins in possession by Fresh, 10 of those on Faust. They're arguably the squishiest target on this team, so they're definitely going to be looking to try and pick those off as quickly and easily as possible. And looking at the talents, pretty standard stuff. Actually, they're going to go for a bit of a fight here. Arcana's walking in, he's going straight on towards Rob. Already used the burrow, that means he's quite weak. He's feeling very confident, the shield's gone on top of him as well. The root hasn't connected, but they're still going on to Rob. Rob does not care at all. The lightning breath comes out, only getting value on one target. The Trank is negating all of that. Blessed shields come out now. The mighty gust finally. They might actually be able to pick up Rob. Rob's so low. The Sundering now. The VP on 2. They're trying to go straight for New. New as Diablo running away. He does get caught. Oh! The Ancestral isn't going to connect. The Disintegrate now. He's going for the reset. They're going on to Arcana. Another reset. Benjamin now looking for more blood. Jim Jam does fly out. He does retreat with those 10 coins. He doesn't want to lose those. And he's actually going to pick up more.
Yeah, very fantastic play there. Really nice CC coming out for the boys in Fresh, but I mean, you know, just Diablo and all those lads, they're just taking quite a bit too much damage in the exchange there. Negative Synergy playing that really well, moving back with the fight, not allowing them to connect too hard, and just sustaining through that Lord of Terror ultimate as well with that Malfurion ultimate. Just really counteractive, and there wasn't much worth on the ultimate either, so a lot easier to heal, not as much a scary situation in Zeratul. Sashin, a bit of an MVP on that fight, applying the pressure and really running around.
The fight could have been so very different if Ancestral did connect, because I say Li Ming is looking for resets. That's the name of the game of this comp. They're looking for that single target burst to get the ball rolling, if you will. And you know, Diablo, he died. I do like their ultimate choices though. They've gone for the Lightning Breath as well as the damage from Arcanus, so they're really trying to just blow up a target and be as disruptive as we mentioned at the very start.
Is that the Locust Swarm on old Anubarak there?
Yeah, it is Locust Swarm, so he is going for that more damage orientated build and
more healing as a result as well.
As a result, yeah. So
we can expect a lot of frontline play coming out of the Anubarak and Diablo naturally as well. We do see Felstad picking up the Mighty Gust as well. That's just very, very standard. So much utility in there. And we do see Tested R&D picking up that Force Wall, what as I call it, the sci-fi wall. You know, if you're a Star Trek fan or anything like that, then you'll love that sort of thing, won't you? But furthermore, going to be moving back into this little, the talents are being picked up here again for Negative Synergy, so they're moving further and further ahead. See Iceblock being picked up by Malfurion, the return on the Blink from Zeratul, I believe that is, and the Burning Rage on Joanna, so she's going to be dealing that constant DPS around anyone she is around. And, a
bit of a scuffle, they're going straight forwards Ninja, the root didn't connect, and once again the knock-up didn't go for Ninja as well, so he had 5 coins in hand. It would have been quite nice if they could have picked it up, but I mean, I'm looking at the damage here, 29,000 being pumped from that Li Ming, doing so much work, and that really is the power of the reset. But Arcana now going for a split push in the top lane. Negative Synergy don't seem to really be too concerned. They have 4 golems, and these will do so much work if left uncontested. Whether or not the guys decide to keep pushing with that is another story altogether. They have backed off now. They have other plans in mind, and they've left Moonfire, Daspy.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why he picked up the talent, though, to be fair. So, whenever, just for any new players that might be watching, such a strong talent, some people overlook it. Moonfire ability on, or talent I should say, on Malfurion allows for your Moonfire to scale so hard into the later stages of the game. And it gives you a bit more clearing potential. So you can actually sit in a lane by yourself, send the old Malfurion up and be able to help. But as I'm saying this, a bit of engagement looks like it's going to be going down here.
Malfurion isn't even there yet. They're going straight on towards Benjamin. He blinks out. Don't tell me he lives. Oh, the Disintegrate goes on towards the VP, connecting with 3, completely negated that. He got the heal. Oh, the Mighty Gust actually didn't actually do too much work at all. Lightning Breath being used for nothing. Whether or not he'd already macro queued that one up beforehand, but there we go. Ninja now is kiting away. Arcana's burrowed in. That's given his survivability quite weakened. Daspy pops the Trank, and he's healing everybody up. There's Sundering connects. Stevo already had to pop. Oh, double reset there coming out of Benjamin. There's the triple, but the Ancestral does finally connect there. So many coins were dropped as a result. I believe 15 were in possession there by Falstad, and that's what we were saying before, Starving. If he dies with those coins in hand, the momentum is lost. 30 coins now in possession, 35 actually. And this is the story of it all, really. Sashin still wants more. He's got 12, but he doesn't seem to care. Diablo, you're mincemeat for him.
I mean, in this situation, we can confidently say it doesn't look too good for the boys in Fresh. There are 30 plus coins that were, well, I think they just used 16, yeah, indeed. So maybe about 12. I think they already had some handed in the first place, but they did have about 33 the last time I looked. So yeah, they're going to be able to getting a lot of free shots, a lot of XP, and now they're going to be moving up towards the boss, so they're going to be able to establish a lot more presence on the map and be able to move forward. We have a quick look at the talents as well. We've seen Zeratul pick up that stone skin, so that's a very, very powerful ability. We do see Malfurion actually opting to increase the duration and the width on his entangling roots, so it's going to open up a lot of CC potential, and we do see the presence on Joanna. They're going to slow the attack speed of any attacker, so she's going to be feeling so confident in that front line now.
Yes, so I mean, they're overlapping their CC a little bit too much. Whether or not that's panic, whether that's not trust. But once again, another chest comes out, you know. So now 16, soon to be 19 coins on session. He does blink just in time. The root, wonderful there by Daspy to prevent any charge coming out. News really looking to try and force something here. And this is when they really do decide to sort of group up. Wonderful escape there by Negative Synergy. They were just trying to delay for that boss to push in that top hand side. And they can just go down
and get another hand in.
Get another chest. They can hand in some more coins. There's another 18 shots fired. And This is what we're saying. PvE to win. There's no need to fight if you don't have to. You can literally just hand in coins all day and just capitalize on your enemy's mistakes.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what they're doing now. They're going to be moving down to this easy camp, and we do see Joanna and Li Ming sort of moving up towards the top lane. Probably going to get that hard night camp and getting, yeah, just exactly. So Benjamin over there, over the wall, just grabbing those weak coins there. It's going to give him 3 coins in total. Robodo's got a smashing 12, so he's going to be able to get 14 after grabbing that night camp. And that should be enough between. No, actually, they need 18 the next hand. And so, I mean, if we look at the buildings now, it's going to be really quickly. We can see that they're just all gone. There's only really one left.
Keep gone. The only keep that's left is the core keep. And, I mean, that's getting shots fired towards it as well. They're already back in mid lane again. Once again, let's put some more coins into that chest. 20 needed now. They have 20 in their possession. Session doing a wonderful job as being this sort of moving ward, if you will. And the CVs that have been coming out of Rhaegar, they haven't really been giving too much vision. They haven't been put to too much use just yet. There's the Sun Ring onto one target, onto Arcana. The Blessed Shield going on top of the root as well. The Ancestral does connect. He has the Locust Swarm pop. He's burrowed in. Such a dangerous move there by Arcana. He gets punished so heavily as a result. Loses all those coins too. New trying to flank from the left-hand side. The coordination just isn't there for Fresh right now. And they're chasing on still. They're looking for Eternal next. He's running away. The wolf that he is doesn't seem to care at all. Trying to distract them. They're already on towards the core.
And that whole time was just getting exchanged. So, I mean, to be honest, there wasn't a whole lot they could do there. But nonetheless, that was amazingly played by Negative Synergy. Really taking control of all stages of the game there. We did see a bit of a sketchy fight or two coming out from Fresh at the start. And I do believe that really, as we were talking throughout the game about the snowballing nature of the map, it really did play into their hands. So, yeah.
A few early game mistakes really cost them that.
Yeah.
You know, losing coins and trying to commit resources to killing somebody in a solo lane when it actually doesn't happen, you get punished.
Yeah.
Especially when you have Li Ming that can do so much siege damage, you do get punished. So we'll have to see how this game does shape out. There is another one. This is a best of 3 series, so we'll catch you in the next one.